Welcome to the beer channel. John Starodumsky here with a beer today that's made with a couple of ingredients that might strike some beer drinkers as a little bit non-traditional. And the beer that I'm talking about, it's New Holland, Mole Ocho, El Mole Ocho, I should say. This one actually I got in a beer mail. I want to thank Chuck Triplett for this one. And Chuck, I'll be sending you out something in return. Really appreciate this brew. It's part of New Holland's High Gravity series and specialty beers. This one is 8.4% alcohol by volume, according to the label. Now, New Holland beers are kind of strange here in Georgia. I've never seen them in the bottle. Uh, don't seem to have them in liquor stores. But I have seen their beers on draft a couple times at Taco Mac. I think I had the Mad Hatter IPA, and there might have been another one that I had there as well. And this is a chili beer. Of course, the El Mole Ocho designation is kind of a play to mole sauce, and the brewing company says as much on the label. Um, Says that it's their exploration into the flavors of mole, the legendary sauce of central Mexico. Of course, there's a lot of different types of mole sauce. There are quite a few variants, but the most common is mole poblano, and I think that's what they're going after. That's kind of a darker reddish sauce that's made with chili peppers, and actually it also has chocolate in it too to kind of cool the heat of the chilies a little bit, if you will. So a little bit of background about chili beers. There's quite a few of them out there. Recently, I actually tried the Samuel Adams Vixen Chocolate Chili Bock, and that was a pretty good beer. I thought that maybe it could have benefited from a little bit of spice, a little more spice to it. It had a little peppery spiciness, but peppery on the tongue, so to speak, but not as much as I would have liked. This one might be a little bit similar since that one used chocolate in it as well. The first one that I ever tried, of course, was Ed's Cave Creek Chili Beer. That's more of a light Pilsner beer with a chili in the bottle, and that one will actually that's probably the most intense. Part of that's because the base beer is lighter, so it's going to allow the chili to be more pronounced. But it's good to make chili with. I like to use it for that, and maybe kill a bottle along with it. And then of course Rogue does it Mexicali, otherwise known as Rogue Chipotle, and that one is pretty good as well. But again, to my taste, it's a little bit restrained in the chili. Um, Actually, they that's relative. I mean, it's dependent on. Um, some people don't like spicy food, spicy beer. Some people like it a lot. So your tolerance to it is going to dictate whether or not you like particular beer. So let's give this one a try. And actually, I'm reaching for my opener over here. I've got a Anchor our special ale glass with a gold rim that I'm going to use that I got at Taco Mac this year. So here we go again. Not sure how well you can see that, but we've got a little amber mahogany color. Kind of looks like, actually looks kind of like mole sauce there. A little bit of creamy head formation, a little creamy tan head on it. You get a little spiciness in the nose. Yeah, definitely a hint of a lot of pepper and a hint of chocolate in the nose. Some maybe nutty chocolate malt. Yeah, I like the maltiness hits you up first, almost like a doppelbock. It's got that nutty, toasty Munich malt type character to it, a little chocolatey. Um, and then the peppers start to they become a little bit more pronounced. You get that spiciness up, starts to increase through the palate of the beer, on into the finish. Seems to be more pronounced on the finish, uh, in the aftertaste. It's sort of kind of dancing along the tongue and the back of the throat where you feel that spicy heat. It's not. I mean, it's not an extremely spicy beer, but it's got more. Definitely got more heat than the Sam Adams brew had, and I like that about it. Um, it's it's probably highest on the spicy scale as far as the beers that I've tried anyway. Chili beers after the Ed's Cave Creek chili beer, um, but this one has a lot more flavor than that one does. I like the way that the pepperiness works with the dark malts. That was working well in the Samuel Adams Vixen as well, but again, I just thought it was a little bit more out of balance towards the malt and not enough of the spiciness. Whereas this one's got a little more heat to it. So if you have a low tolerance for spicy beers, you might not be so inclined towards this one. It's not going to, by any stretch of the imagination, burn your tongue, but you'll know you drank a beer with a little bit of chili peppers in there. So I'm going to recommend this one. I definitely would buy it if I saw it. Maybe I'll see it at Taco Mac if I don't see it in the stores one of these days, and I would try it. If I think you should too. And if you do, I'm interested to hear what you think about it. So please drop me a line, brewguru@brewguru.com. Check out my website, brewguru.com, and cheers.